Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace. Second, Kamallochan Prabhuji. Prabhuji is giving class in Srimad Bhagavatam, verse number 4.8.81. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, are you there?
Dandavat, I am there.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for your association. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Please take over the call, Prabhu.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 8, text number 81. Deva uchuhu na evam vidhama bhagavan pranarodhanam chara acharasya akhila sattva dhamnaha videhi tat naha vijinat vimoksham prapta vayam tvam sharanam sharanyam. Deva uchuhu naivam vidamo bhagavan pranarodham chara charasya kila sattvadhamnaha videhitam no vrijinati moksham prapta vayam tvam sharanam sharanyam. Naivam vidhamo bhagavan para pranarodham chara charasya kila sattvadhamnaha videhitam no vrijinati moksham prapta vayam tvam sharanam sharanyam. Word to word meaning. Deva uchuhu, all the demigods said, na, not, evam, thus, vidama, we can understand, Bhagavan, O personality of Godhead, pranarodham, how we feel our breathing choked, chara, moving, acharasya, not moving, akhila, universal, sattva, experience, dhamnaha, the reservoir of, videhi, kindly do the needful, tat, therefore, na, our, vrijinat, from our danger, vimoksham, liberation, prapta, approaching, vayam, all of us, tvam, onto you, sharanam, shelter, sharanyam, worthy to be taken shelter of. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The demigods said, Dear Lord, you are the refuge of all the moving and non-moving living entities. We feel all living entities to be suffocating, their breathing process choked up. We have never experienced such a thing. Since you are the ultimate shelter of all surrendered souls, we have therefore approached you. Kindly save us from this danger. Purport. Dhruva Maharaj's influence attained by executing devotional service unto the Lord was felt even by the demigods, who had never before experienced such a situation. Because of Dhruva Maharaj controlling his breathing, the entire universal breathing process was choked. It is by the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that material entities cannot breathe, whereas spiritual entities are able to breathe. Material entities are products of Lord's external energy, whereas spiritual entities are products of Lord's internal energy. The demigods approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the controller of both kinds of entities, in order to know why their breathing was choked. The Supreme Lord is the ultimate goal of the solution to all problems within this material world. In the spiritual world, there are no problems. The material world is always problematic. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of both the material and spiritual worlds. It is better to approach him in all problematic situations. Therefore, who are devotees, therefore have no problems in this material world. Vishwam Purnam Sukhayate, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Devotees are free from all problems because they are fully surrendered under the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For a devotee, everything in the world is very pleasing because he knows how to use everything in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Pramagyan-virandasya gyananjanashalakaya Chakshuron-militam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya-manobhishtam stapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa kadameham dadati swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahaga Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Varjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saganalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are studying from the Bhagavatam, 4th canto, where Dhruva Maharaj is doing tapasya. We know how Dhruva Maharaj is performing such severe austerities. He is performing such severe austerities that so much so that he has stopped even breathing air. Now we are surviving, we are living because of prana. According to Ayurveda, as long as the life adds, which is known as pranavayu, is there in the body, we survive. Of course, the knowledge of pranavayu is not there in the modern science, modern medical science. They don't know what is death. Actually, death is because the vayus, the pranavayus leave the body. Pranavayu is a very interesting thing. It is actually not the soul. It is actually the soul connection, the consciousness connection with the subtle body. The subtle body's connection with the gross body. This is called prana. And this prana is connected to the universal prana. So there is prana within our body, and there is prana in the universal consciousness. So there are we because we are connected to the universal prana. Now, in the previous verse, we know it is described that the Maharaj was so has been Vishwam Atmano, the total body of the universe. So Dhruva Maharaj's mind or his prana has got connection with the universal prana. Now, we also have that connection. But Dhruva Maharaj had complete control over his prana. Because of that, he was able to control the entire cosmic prana. So this cosmic prana, the cosmic life airs, are connected to our life airs within the body. If you have controlled your life airs perfectly, you can control the cosmic life airs also perfectly. Since our life airs are not perfectly controlled, our pranas are not controlled, we have diseases. According to Ayurveda, disease is a situation where our pranas are having imbalance of prana. Now there is a special process of healing called pranic healing. Of course, these days there is something else going on, the name of pranic healing. The actual pranic healing which is practiced in Satya Yoga, very few people are there in India who can really practice pranic healing. That means they have so much of control of the prana, and they can take over the other deceased person's prana and they can balance their prana and give it the balanced prana back to them. So this science is a very subtle science. Like we are so much interested in protein, carbohydrates, vitamins and all. But it's so gross science. When somebody dies, traditionally in India, we say in Hindi, prananta ho gaya. Means his prana's existence in this body is over now. Nobody says vitamin ant ho gaya. Nobody says protein ant ho gaya. He died because protein left. No. Not because vitamin left. This protein, vitamin, carbohydrate and these things are all very gross science. It is not a science at all. The real science of the body is to know what is his prana. Now Dhruva Maharaj, by his severe austerities, he had 100% control over his prana. Now, Andam Penda Dehasya, our body is in connection with the cosmos. It is not that we are just individuals distinct from the cosmos. Andam Penda Dehasya, the whole cosmos is there within the body, the whole body is there within the cosmos. There is a very subtle connection between these two. If you want to know what is cosmos, then you have to know the body. Just by knowing the body, you can know the cosmos. So the Veda talks very deep science, talks about this very, very deeply. Of course, we don't want to get so deep into the subject matter. But the real subject matter in this particular verse is not just Dhruva Maharaj controlled the life air. Dhruva Maharaj controlled the life air. By controlling the life air, what happened? He had total control over the entire cosmos to such an extent, when Dhruva Maharaj stopped breathing, then nobody could breathe. And all the devatas, they became suffocated. So whenever the devatas are in problem, what they do, they come and take shelter of Krishna. So there is one good thing about the devatas, the demigods, that they always take shelter of Krishna. They remember only Krishna when they are in trouble. Another problem with the devatas is, they remember Krishna only when they are in trouble. So, one is, remembering only Krishna when you are in trouble, that is good aspect. Other thing is, remember Krishna only when you are in trouble. So, this is the problem with the devatas. What to do? The good aspect is, when you are in trouble, you should take shelter of Krishna, the devatas do. But the other aspect is, to take shelter of Krishna only when you are in trouble, that is another problem. But what to do? We have all kinds of devotees. Devas are also one kind of devotees. They are also devotees, but a special kind of devotees. Krishna somehow loves them. They see, Krishna sees them, that without the devatas, I cannot do any pastime. Because until the devatas are there, he cannot do any pastime. Because to glorify his devotees, you require devatas. Like recently we had Govardhan Leela. The Govardhan pastime, actually what Krishna wanted to do, he wanted to show to the entire world, my devotees, the Vrajavasis, are far superior to the demigods like Indra, Chandra, etc. So he does pastimes with the demigods to show the superiority of his devotees, to show to the devotees that he is more affectionate to his pure devotees, the prema bhaktas, than the demigods. But of course, demigods are also devotees. In the 6th canto, we have a very nice pastime where Indra and Vrittasura. Actually, Vrittasura was killed. Indra became victorious in the war. Though Indra became victorious, who was glorified? Vrittasura was glorified. So, Krishna is very interesting personality. He knows how to take care of all kinds of devotees, and he knows what to do with what kinds of devotees. These demigods, they are very interesting devotees. They always take shelter of Krishna when they are in trouble, and also they take shelter of Krishna only when they are in trouble. So now they have trouble now. But in trouble, they are not able to breathe. They are completely choked up. So in this condition, they all come to Krishna. That is why this verse starts with Deva Uchuhu. Deva Uchuhu means all the demigods came. They all started speaking. He says, Naivam vidamo bhagavan pranarodham. He says, Naivam vidamaha. We are not able to understand. What is the reason we are not able to breathe? Vidamaha. So Krishna can understand. So if you have a problem, then you should know why this problem is there. Then only you can address the problem. This problem, what the demigods had, they were not even knowing why this problem is coming. Otherwise, if they knew some demon has come, first they would use their own strength to go and fight. When they are defeated, they come to Krishna. Now, Dhruva Maharaj's power was so influential, his control of the pranas was so perfect that the demigods even did not know what's happening. That is why they say, Naivam vidamo bhagavan pranarodham. Why all of a sudden we are not able to breathe? We don't know. Just imagine, all of a sudden you are not able to breathe. What will happen? You don't know what is the cause. Like you run to a doctor when there is a problem, emergency, like the demigods, they all came in an emergency. Breathing problem is the biggest emergency. Some other problem can be addressed sometime else. But the breathing problem cannot be addressed after some time. So they all came like in an ambulance, they all came, emergency. And then so pranarodham, we are not able to breathe. Then not only we, chara charasya kila satvadhamna. He says that not only we, all the living entities, their breathing is also choked up. Chara charasya. Akila Sattvadhamnaha. So you are Akila Sattvadhamnaha. Videhi, O Lord, please do something. It is not just we who are being troubled, that all the living entities are suffocating and our breathing is choked up. And in such a way that this kind of thing we have never experienced. And now who are they? Who are you? You are Sharanam Sharanyam. You are the ultimate shelter for everyone. So, if you have to prove yourself to be the shelter of everyone, now you have to take immediate action now. Because if you say, I'll come later, in Krishna's pastime what happened? When all the demigods went with the problem to Krishna, along with Brahma and Mother Earth had taken the form of a cow. They all went there along with Indra, Brahma, Lord Shiva. All of them went. Krishna told, okay, time has come, I am going to come. Now these demigods say, there is no ceremony time. If you wait for some time, everybody will die. You are the source of everybody's shelter. And because you are the shelter of everyone, you need to take immediate action. That is why they say that Vishokam, Vrijinat Vishokam, Vimoksham. This danger is so imminent that you have to deliver us immediately. Prapta vayam tvam sharanam sharanyam. You may think, why you did not go somewhere else? Why don't you go to Vayu Deva? Because Vayu is a person who is in charge of the airs. Now, we should know there are two Vayus. Vayudeva, the wind god. The wind god of the material world is different from the wind god of the spiritual world. The wind god of the spiritual world is actually the god of pranavayu. The normal air which blows in the earth, that vayu is different from the vayu of the spiritual world. Now Hanuman is actually the vayu of Vaikuntha. He is a wind god of Vaikuntha, and he is the Adhisthata Deva he is the presiding deity of pranavayus, life airs. So that is why he has got a very special position. Vayu incarnated as Hanuman, then he came as Bhima, and then in the Kali Yuga he came as Madhvacharya. So these three incarnations of Vayu, this Vayu is actually the Vayu of the spiritual world, who is the presiding deity of the pranavayus, life airs. So this life air is a very interesting subject, and not only interesting, it's a very complicated subject, especially for those who have studied material science in the modern schools and colleges. This pranavayu is a bewildering thing. But for those who have not studied material science in the modern schools and colleges, it is very easy to understand pranavayu. What is prana? In the village, they are not studied in modern schools and education. They know prana very well. But for those who have gone through this mechanistic study in the modern schools and colleges, there it is very difficult to understand what is prana. Anyhow, coming back to this point here, Krishna has been addressed here as Sharanam, Sharanyam. Sharanam, you are the shelter. We take shelter. Shelter of whom? Sharanam, Sharanyam. Worthy to be taken shelter of. Sharanam, Sharanyam. Same word is repeated elsewhere in the Bhagavatam. Devarshi Bhutattanam Pitranam Nakinkaro Dayam Rinicharajan Sarvatmanaya Sharanam Sharanyam Gadom Kuddam Riltakartam. So Krishna has been addressed as the only person to be fit enough to be taken shelter of. If you take shelter of anybody else, then he will not be able to solve the problem. Now these demigods, they may ask, Krishna may say to the demigods, go to Prana, he will solve your problem. Now they say that it is not even in the control of Vayu, because the Vayu is there to give us prana. But now we are not able to breathe. There is some other problem. Only you can solve. Nobody else can solve. So then Krishna in the next verse, of course, he says that I know the problem is that Dhruva, he is now has taken a vow not to take breath. Because he has taken a vow not to breathe, you are having this problem. I will take care of him. Don't worry. But now coming back to the point here, Krishna is addressed as Sharanam, Sharanyam. If you want to know the name of Krishna mentioned in Bhagavatam regarding the 10 subject matters of Bhagavatam, Bhagavan Swa Ashraya Ashrayaha. Who is that Bhagavan? Now we know the 10 subject matters of Bhagavatam: Sarga, Visarga, Sthana, Poshana, Uti, Manvantara, Ishanakata, Nirodho, Mukti, Ashrayaha. Ashraya, shelter. Who is the shelter? Krishna is the shelter. The 10th canto of Bhagavatam is actually exclusively discussing about Krishna, describing Krishna, who is being described as a shelter, Sharanyam, who is the ultimate shelter of everyone. And how is he described? Bhagavan Swa Ashraya Ashrayaha. Swa Ashraya Ashraya means he is a shelter for himself. In this world, we have taken shelter of somebody else or the other. Whomever we have taken shelter of, they have taken shelter of somebody. They have taken shelter of somebody. In this way, Krishna, he has made an interdependent system in this world. Now, there is a beautiful description in the 2nd canto, 10th chapter of Bhagavatam, where the 10 subject matters are briefly described. Very interesting chapter. The 2nd canto, 10th chapter, 1st verse says, this the number of topics in Bhagavatam, 10 topics. Atra sarga, visarga, sthanam, poshamuteha, manvantreshanakata, nirodho, muktirashreha. Then, the 2nd verse says that The last subject matter, the 10th subject matter, Dashamascha Vishuddhyartam Naha Navanam Ihalakshanam Paranayanti Mahatmana Shudherarthena Anjasa. The 10th subject matter is actually the real subject matter, that is Krishna. And who is that Krishna? Dashamascha Vishuddhyartam Navanam Ihalakshanam. And all the different subject matters in this described Sarga Visargasthana are only meant to understand Krishna. Actually, not only just understand Krishna, Vishuddhyartam, to explicitly describe the glories of Krishna. That is why the 9 subject matters are described. And then Sukadeva Goswami goes on describing each subject matter. When it comes to the description of Ashraya Tattva, that is the 10th subject matter of Krishna, then he gives a very interesting thing. He says there are 3 things, Adhyatma, Adhibhuta and Adhideva. And then he gives an example by which you can understand the interdependent system which has been created by Krishna. So that is why this is called interdependent system. Nobody can say in this world that I am independent. Oh, I have my money. Oh, I got my job. I have children. I am independent. No way. Independence is the last thing which Krishna gives you. You are completely dependent. It is the illusion to think that I am independent. The very desire to become independent, that is the cause of problem. So we are totally dependent because the system in this world is a system of interdependence. You may say, I am the teacher, I am independent. No, you are only teacher because you are students. Student is there, teacher is there, the subject is there. You take any system in this world, it is a system of a triangle. There is Adhyatma, Adhibhuta, and Adhideva. All 3 will be there. You have, suppose for example, somebody opens a shop. He has to sell, that person is there who sells, the person is there to buy, and there are the articles which is to be sold. So there are 3 things there. In the same way, you go to the cosmic level, your sense of sight. I got eyes, and there is an object to see, and there is sun. If there is no sun, what is the use of eye and the object? We cannot see. If there is no eye, what is the use of object and the sun? If there is no object, what is the use of eye and the sun? So, the system of interdependence has been nicely discussed by Sukadeva Goswami while describing the Ashraya Tattva. There is only one person who is beyond the system of interdependence of Adhibhuta, Adhideva and Adhyatma. That person is Krishna. The system of interdependence which Krishna has created, because Krishna has created the system of interdependence, he is beyond the system of interdependence. That is why he is Swa Ashraya Ashrayaha. He is dependent on himself. He is not dependent on anybody else. That is why he is being described as the only object of shelter. Because if you go and take shelter of anybody in this world, he is dependent on somebody, that person is dependent on somebody, that person is dependent on somebody. Something happens somewhere, you are affected. And that is what happens here. Now, for example, I am sitting in India here. Now, you are all in America. Trump takes some decision. What happens? There are lakhs of families, thousands of families in India are affected. Some H1B visa, he does something with that. And here, lots and lots of people are affected. Now the spouse cannot get a visa. Just imagine what India has got to do with Trump. But he does something there, it is affecting here. Now here in India, some price rise happens of tax, import tax. Import tax increases. The whole American economy is in such a problem that Trump gets affected with that. The whole American thing is affected with that. So just see, where is America, where is India? So the system of interdependence Krishna has created, that we just cannot be out of the system of interdependence unless we take complete shelter of Krishna. So we are supposed to follow all the rules of the material world as long as we are not completely surrendered to Krishna. That is why Devarishi Bhutattanam Pitranam Nakimkaro Nayam Vrinicha Rajan. It means we always we are indebted to everybody in this world in some way or the other, because we have got some favor from somebody. Especially we are indebted to Devarishis those who are given us this birth, this sanskaras, this knowledge. Bhutatta in general, people, when you are born, your mother was unconscious. The nurse is the person who actually served you. Bhutatta, Ninam, Nakinkaro, Nayam Rinicharajan, there are Devadesh Bhutatta, there are kings who actually arrange the entire system for us to take birth, eat, travel, do all kinds of things. So, by default, we are dependent on someone. As long as we are dependent on someone, we have got the responsibilities towards them. But once you're totally dependent on Krishna, Sarvatmana yaha sharanam sharanyam, then there's no question of any indebtedness which you have to do. You have no responsibilities in this world other than save and accept devotional service. So here, these demigods, they are still in the process of interdependence. That is why, just imagine, Dhruva Maharaj, one small boy, 5-year-old boy, could control the entire cosmos. That shows that any problems which happen in this world is actually meant to make us realize that take shelter of Krishna, surrender to Krishna, surrender to Krishna, surrender to Krishna. So this is the ultimate purpose behind this. Now, Krishna, since I was also asked to speak something on Gopashtami, I don't know when are you celebrating Gopashtami. Yesterday we celebrated Gopashtami here in India. Now maybe you also must have celebrated Gopashtami yesterday. I don't know whether it is yesterday or it is today. Whether yesterday or today, but eternal, Krishna's pastimes are eternal. Now connecting Gopashtami pastime to what is happening here, how does Krishna take care of this world? That is the question. Because Krishna has been described as Sharanam Sharanyam. He is the only object of shelter. Why? Because he maintains this world. He creates this world, he maintains this world, and he destroys this world. And specifically, he maintains this world. How does he maintain this world? He maintained this world through the cows. That is why we say, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmanyitaya Cha, Jagadhitaya Krishnaya. Jagadhitaya means he takes care of the cows. Why? How does he take care of the cow? How he takes care of the world? He maintains the world. How does he maintain the world? He maintains the world through the cows. You may be shocked. How does he maintain the world through the cows? He maintains the world through the cows. How? By cows, you get the milk. When you get the milk, you boil the milk and make it into dahi, yogurt. And then from the yogurt, you churn the yogurt, then you get ghee. And with that ghee, you offer the ghee in sacrifice. Chant the mantras and offer the ghee. And you take the ghee, eat ghee. Then you get good brains to understand the Veda, memorize the Veda. Sacrifices can be done. So Brahmins are dependent on the cow. So when the Brahmins are dependent on the cow, and the whole world is dependent on the Brahmins, the sacrifice done by the Brahmins. That is why in the Bhagavad Gita Krishna says that I created the system of interdependence. I created the men, I created demigods, I created the process of sacrifice. So, parasparam bhavayantena. Use this word, parasparam bhavayantena. Because of the mutual interdependence and mutual affection among the demigods and living entities, what happens? Ishta kama drik. Whatever desires are there in the human society, whatever is required, the demigods they provide. Now Krishna, he has created an interdependent system there. Now how he has created the interdependent system? Through the cow. That is why cow is not just worshipped out of sentiment. It is actually not just an animal, it is a mother. We have 7 kinds of mothers that is described in the Bhagavatam. But among all the 7 kinds of mothers, the most important mother is the cow. Because cow is mother for everyone and gives milk to everyone. Our mother gave milk to us only, nobody else. She gave milk to somebody else. Maybe rarely, sometimes it would have happened, that's all. But in general, my mother gave milk only to me. Your mother gave milk to you. But cow gives milk to everyone. So she is everybody's mother. And the whole Brahminical culture is based on cow. And the Brahminical culture is the only culture we can maintain this world. Why the problems are coming in this world? It is only because of the lack of Brahminical culture. The Brahminical culture is dependent on the cow. And that is why whenever the demons come, what they do? They first kill the cow. When the cow is killed, the Brahmins are killed. Brahminical culture is killed. The Brahminical culture is killed, then what happens? The society is killed. The society is destroyed. The Britishers understood this philosophy very nicely. Somehow they were studying the Veda, of course for a different reason, from the Brahmins in Benares. They got this technique of how this land was flourishing. It is only because of the cows this land is flourishing. This point the Britishers understood nicely. And what they did, they started killing the cows. Not because they wanted to take flesh. It is just to destroy this country, destroy this land, destroy this earth. If you kill a cow, the Brahminical culture is destroyed. The Brahminical culture is destroyed, the whole world is destroyed. And just imagine why Krishna loves the cows. Why is it so? Because it is through the cow he takes care of the entire material existence. This word is a very important word. Whenever we offer bhoga, we chant these words. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya. It is not Brahmanya Gohitaya Chai. It is Go Brahmanya. From Go, from the cows, Brahmanas. Actually, if you want to really become Krishna Bhakta, we just cannot be Krishna Bhakta. We cannot be Krishna Bhakta without becoming Go Bhakta. Thus, Krishna and cows cannot be separated from each other. If you have Krishna, there should be cow. If you have cow, there should be Krishna. Now, what is the problem in the society is, there are some people who are thinking of protecting cows, cow protection, Go Raksha, but they are not Krishna Bhaktas. So they are not going to be successful because you cannot protect cows without Krishna. On the other hand, some people say, we want to be Krishna Bhaktas. Oh, I want to be Krishna devotee, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. One person told me, Prabhuji, I have been chanting for 20 years, I am not happy. And told, are you a devotee of cow? No, I have not done anything for cow. That is the reason. How can anybody be a Krishna Bhakta, devotee of Krishna, without becoming a devotee of cow? Impossible. So that is what Krishna shows on the day of Jugupastami. He is just eagerly waiting. First, actually, Krishna, he became a Vatsapa. Vatsapa means one who takes care of the Vatsas. Vatsas means the calves. Now, from that time onwards, he was constantly thinking that somehow or the other, I need to take care of the cows. I need to take care of the cows. And for past 1 year, somehow Krishna doesn't talk to Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj was always in anxiety. Why my son is not talking to him? Even Nanda Maharaj goes to Krishna and then embraces him. Krishna looks at him in a little bit with a small glance he gives, and he turns his face and goes to meet Upananda. Nanda Maharaj had 5 brothers who were all the sons of Parjanya Maharaj. So Nanda Maharaj was very anxiety. Why Krishna is not talking to me? Krishna is not talking to me. He went and asked his brothers, that is Krishna's chacha, uncle. Of course, in English you have only one word, uncle. There is no chacha. Mama is mother's brother. Chacha is father's brother. Now Krishna, father's brother, Krishna's father, Nanda, he is not talking to you. Krishna is very concerned about you. You are already old. When Krishna was born, Nanda Maharaj was almost like 90-year-old or something like that. You are going and taking care of the cows every day. Krishna thinks now he is grown up now. Actually, every son thinks that he is now grown up. And he wants to show I am grown up. Father says, you be peaceful, I will take care. As soon as son, these days, they come to the age of 17 or 18 or something like that, and his father is a businessman. Every son thinks, my father doesn't know business. He is an unprofessional person. I am professional. I will take care. My dear father, be at home. I will take care. So Krishna had this mentality when he was just 4-year-old. Just imagine. So then he told Nanda Maharaj's brothers, they told, see Nanda Maharaj, your son is now capable enough to take care of the cows. Send him. Then Nanda Maharaj would say, no, impossible. my son is so small, how can he go? Yamuna is there, he's very chanchal, he may jump there, he may fall into the Yamuna, oh, I cannot. Somehow they convinced him. Yashoda was not convinced. Then somehow Balaram came and told Yashoda, mother, I'll take care of Krishna, you don't worry. Then the day came, there is Gopashtami. That is the day, even the cows were also very eager to go along with Krishna. And not only the cows, all the trees in the forest, they are waiting and waiting, when Krishna is going to come, when Krishna is going to come. And all the gopis are also waiting. Oh, Krishna is there along with his cowherd boys. Not the cowherd boys, they are just, Vatsapa. And he's not going too far from his father and mother. How can we meet Krishna? And the gopis are waiting, Radharani is waiting for this day to come. Gopashtami day to come. The cows are waiting, the gopas are waiting, and also the gopis are waiting. The only people who want to send Krishna too far are those devotees in the Vatsalya Rasa, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, and all the gopis and the gopas in the Vatsalya Rasa. It was not a good day for them, Gopashtami. But somehow or other, now hard things have to be digested. When the children grow up, the parents have to digest hard things, isn't it? There are so many things which the parents only know what they experience when the children grow up. When the children grow up, they cannot digest that they are growing up. Initially, when they started crawling and all, they felt very happy. When the child starts becoming independent, the parents have so much of affection that they want to be with the child. They want to be the same father, same mother as they were before when the child was totally dependent. But now it is not. At that time, the parents have to digest some facts, realities that the child is growing up and now becoming more independent. So Nanda Maharaj somehow he embraced Krishna, and their Yashoda came and put tilak to Krishna and told Balaram, come and stand here. Subal, you stand here. Now she made a nice, wonderful group of gopas to just completely surround Krishna. And then Krishna told Krishna, just listen to Balaram. No question of doing any nakra. No question of doing any mischief. This way, it was the first day when Krishna was about to move. And he started making jiri sounds so that he would tell all the cows, no, I come with you, come, come. The cows would not move. Why? Krishna is there. And they wanted to see Krishna all the way long. So Krishna, when he started moving, the cows also started moving behind Krishna. Now, whole Gopashtami Leela is actually a turning point. That is where Madhurya Rasa, the beginning part, the Puraga, pastimes of Krishna started. The whole purpose of Krishna going and tending the cows is for what? It is nothing. He is only wanting just that somehow or other, on the pretext of tending the cows, somehow he can just sneak out time and then go and meet the gopis in Vrindavan. So this is how Krishna's Madhurya Rasas, the first part of Madhurya Rasa pastime started on the day of Gopashtami. That is called Purvaraga. The Purvaraga pastimes of Krishna starts on the day of Gopashtami, goes all the way till Govardhan Leela. And the day the Govardhan Leela ended, that is the time when Krishna took a sankalpa that I am going to do Ras with the gopis, where the real Madhurya pastimes with the gopis started. So it is the beginning of the Purvaraga pastimes of Krishna, that is Gopashtami. And also the first verse of the 15th chapter of the 10th canto of Bhagavatam talks about Gopashtami, where Sukadeva Goswami, he says, Tatascha Pauganda Vayashrito Raje Babhuvatasto Pashupala Sammato Dascharayanto Sakive Samanpadeir Vrindavanam Punyamativa Chakrutuhu. Now, Sukadeva Goswami says, when Krishna started walking deep into the forest of Vrindavan, the forest of Vrindavan became more auspicious. Vrindavan is actually auspicious. It became more auspicious because Vrindavan Dham became very happy. Why? Krishna, when he started walking, the footprints of Krishna, there are different wonderful marks, marks in the sole of Krishna's feet. So these marks was clearly visible That is why the word has been used, ativa chakratuhu, the imprinting upon it the marks of his lotus feet, of Krishna and Balram's lotus feet. So Vrindavan became more beautiful when Brajavasis used to go, especially those who live in the forest, those in the Sakya Rasa and Vatsalya Rasa and other rasas, those who are in the Dasya Rasa, they would see the imprints of Krishna on the dust of Vrindavan, and they would make a nice, wonderful structure there and preserve and worship the imprint. Kuntimani says, oh Lord, now you are going out of this land. What is going to happen? Ime janapada suddha svakkoshadi viruddha kanadhanam hidante tavikshitaihi. Because of your drishti, the whole land is very prosperous. And not only that, tatpada ankita bhati swalakshana vilakshitaihi. All the wonderful things which are seeing in our land, in our country, is because of the imprint of your lotus feet. The wonderful marks are very much seen. Till Krishna attained the age of 5, his soul, where the marks, the flags, the barley corn, the ankush, they are not very clearly visible. Now he is 5-year-old. Now when he walked, the soft dust of Vrindavan had this imprint. Now, soft dust of Vrindavan. Actually, how it came up? Wonderful story is described by our acharyas, where Krishna, when he was allowed by some or other, by Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj to take care of the cows, a day before Gopashtami, Krishna told that, okay, tomorrow I'm going to take the cows. He was very happy. Then Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda got him a pair of shoes. Then Krishna told, I will not wear. I will only wear when you can provide shoes to all the cows. So there are 9 lakh cows. And how can they provide shoes to all the 9 lakh cows? They have to provide 9 lakh into 4, that is 36 lakh shoes they have to give. Where will they get that from? So the cows came to know that Krishna is going to come along with us. And how is he going to come? Barefooted. So they had so much of Vatsalya. They could not tolerate that the stones, the thorns, and all the different parts of Vrindavan is very rough. They would create some problem for Krishna's feet. So they just broke away their bindings and they ran into the forest. Whole night, all the cows with their hooves, they pounded the stones and then made the entire Vrindavan into dust. There was no stones, so that Krishna can walk very nicely and he could feel the softness of the dust of Vrindavan. So that much amount of Vatsalya, affection, motherly affection, parental affection the cows had for Krishna. Now Krishna is walking on this dust. This dust of Vrindavan became more auspicious because of Krishna's lotus feet imprints. And that is why even till today, only 3 things can be seen in Vrindavan. The dust of Vrindavan is the same dust what Krishna when Krishna was there. Number 2, the Govardhan Hill is the same Govardhan Hill. Number 3, it is Yamuna. These 3 are there still. Other trees must have grown, gone. Some trees may be there from Krishna's time, but we can guarantee say that these things are the same. The dust of Vrindavan. Who created the dust of Vrindavan? It is the cows which created the dust of Vrindavan. And where did Krishna keep the mercy? Hidden in Vrindavan. Krishna has hidden his mercy in the dust of Vrindavan. In Jagannath Puri, Krishna has hidden his mercy in the Mahaprasad. In Navadvip, Krishna has hidden his mercy in the holy name. So if you have to go to Vrindavan, when you sit and hear Krishna Katha in Vrindavan, when you get up, don't dust off your pants or shirts or whatever thing is. Keep it as it is. If you dust off, that means you say, I don't want Krishna's mercy. That is why when you sit in the dust of Vrindavan, get up and be as it is. Don't wipe out your dust which is stuck to your body, stuck to your shirt or the pants or sari or whatever it may be. Because it is Krishna's mercy which is stuck to you and you want to dust it off. No. That dust is created by the cows. Just imagine. Whether it is spiritual nourishment or material nourishment, it is all done by Krishna through the cows. That is the speciality of Krishna dealing with the cows. Of course, how some people think How is it so that Krishna maintains the entire world with the cows? No, Krishna maintains through so many things. Though there are so many things, it is the cow which maintains. Actually, all the demigods are there in Mother Cow. If you go and see Prabhupada's books, the number of times he mentions about the cow is unimaginable. He says, for prosperity, you require cow and land. These days, the prosperity has become dependent on some notes or some virtual money. But the real prosperity is actually based on cow and land. Actually, we are doing a lot of work based on cow protection. So why we are so much into cow protection? Why we should take part in it? Because if we don't protect cows, our future is very bleak. We are not getting proper food. Proper food is actually based on milk, and the bulls which actually plow the fields by which we can get proper food. And the proper food only we can get when the cow dung, manure. Somehow we are showing a blind eye towards these things. That is the reason there is so much of scarcity, so much of problem. There is no pure food. Pure food comes only when there is pure breeding of cows. I know there is so much can be spoken about the cows, but when you say cow, what it means? It means actually the cows which are not genetically modified. Throughout the world, they were indigenous cows. Those are the cows which Krishna likes. What happened because of the so-called scientific advancement? They brought the pig genes and some cow genes, put them together and developed these Holstein, these Jersey cows, which are actually not cows at all. They are like putanas. They give milk, but it is actually poison. The real milk is the milk which is attained by the indigenous cows. Throughout the world, there are indigenous cows. Recently, I had been to South America. I met a farmer in a village. He also told the same thing, that we had cows. When my childhood I saw it had a hump and it was red in color, it has got horns, and now because of the American and the European influence, we are going into so much of getting into the Jersey cow and that cow and this cow, which is actually not the real cow. And most importantly, there's one country in the entire world which actually realized this thing was Brazil. So they got the Brazilian government years back, they got Gujarat. The entire economy of Brazil today, even till today, if you go and ask the Brazilian government, they say it is because of the cows which we brought from Gujarat, and these cows gives most of the milk, and because of that, we're able to do farming, we're able to develop the economy of this country. So indigenous cows have to be protected, and so many medicines come out of it. Somehow or the other, we being Krishna devotees, we have to give equal importance to cow, because Krishna gave so much of importance and love for this cow. Of course, so many points can be discussed about it. Coming back to our point, Sharanam Sharanyam, all the demigods, they took shelter of Krishna because he is the ultimate shelter. And how does he give shelter to this world? It is by cow. That is why Krishna, what is the first thing he sees? He sees the back part of the cow. If you go to South India temples, of course we are also supposed to do that because we also follow Pancharatra, but we don't have cows in our temple. That is why we don't do that. Every day in the morning, in the Mangalarti, Krishna sees first whom? The back part of the cow. He doesn't want to see our inauspicious face, because Krishna wants to see something auspicious. What is the most auspicious thing in the world? The back part of the cow, because from there the calf comes. Because the calf comes, because from that the milk comes. The gobar comes. Lakshmi is there in that. So that is what Krishna wants to see. He wants to see Lakshmi. He wants to see the back part of the cow, which is the most auspicious thing. And by Krishna looking at that back part of the cow, he feels auspicious, and then he gives auspiciousness to everybody in this world. He maintains everybody in this world just by his vision, by sight in the path of the deity. So this is a system in every temple in South India. Especially wherever Pancharatra is followed, Ramanuja clearly told we have to show the back part of the cow. As soon as Lord gets up, the front part of a horse has to be shown. The front part of the auspicious things which are available in this planet. Anyhow, we don't have much time. We stop here. Any questions? Please do ask. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranama of Vishnu Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Very wonderful class, Prabhuji, and very nice explanation about the cows. Prabhuji, in America, we recently had the festival. It's called Veg Festival, and we met lots of Americans. They are having so much compassion towards animal, and they don't eat meat, and they advertise like why we should not eat meat, and they sometimes some stalls they were showing the video how the animals are getting killed. Some stalls they were like adopting animals who are going to be slaughtered and like that. But Prabhuji, they means when we say we drink milk, they feel offended that you are encouraging people for like means cows. They have the cows, and by drinking milk, like finally means cow is makes the production of milk and meat also. So they said
yes, they are known as vegans. I came to know about them when I was in South America. I met few of them. They also had the same point to talk.
Yeah.
Now I convinced them about talking something which is interesting. Then I told them that you are animal lovers. You love animals. But now, we are not actually considering cow as an animal. First thing is that. We consider cow as mother. When I told this thing, it was a shocking thing for them. You're able to hear? Krishna?
Yeah, I'm there, Prabhu.
Yeah, because I have some phone cameras. Okay. So first thing is that we have to tell them, I told the story of Tenali Ram. Once, one scholar came to the court of Krishnadeva Raya, and then he was a big king in South India, Krishnadeva Raya, Vaishnava. And then he told and asked the entire Sabha there, Pandits there, which animal's milk is the best? So then everybody said, cow's milk is the best. But there's one Tenali Ram, very famous personality, Tenali Ramalinga. So he told goat milk is the best. Everybody started laughing at him. Then Krishnadeva knew something is fishy here. He asked Sarada, how do you prove that goat milk is the best? And Tenali Ram told, everyone asked, what was the question he asked? Everybody told, which animal's milk is the best? Then Tenali Ram told, the question was which animal's milk is the best. So that is why goat's milk is the best. Cow's milk is not animal milk, because cow is not animal. Cow is my mother. So the first thing which you say to that vegan is, you are animal lovers, we are mother lovers. We are nothing against animal. But you are considering the cow to be another animal, that is your problem. This has to be convinced to them. And how will you convince them? Because pig gives milk. Will you drink pig's milk? No. Tiger also gives milk. Will you drink tiger's milk? No. So the cow is there to give us milk. If you don't take the milk from the cow, if the calf drinks all the milk, the calf will die. That everybody knows. even the cow kicks the calf away. The more it starts drinking, it kicks away the calf. The milk is meant for that. Now, coming back to the practical solution which they have, for them, they have no idea of protecting cows. They think that the whole animal husbandry, he's been encouraged, especially in Western countries, only for meat. So they say, if you take milk, then that will make the person or the industry to produce more cows and kill more cows. So if you stop taking milk, then it is not economically viable for them to breed the cows. So they will not breed the cows, they will not kill the cows. So their argument is so foolish. It is like saying that dogs are being killed, so don't produce the dog only. You just you make the infertility to all the dogs, and no dogs, no killing. So then they got this point stuck. The very purpose what they say, you should not drink milk, because if you stop drinking milk, there will be no economy for those people who are into animal husbandry. So then they will stop producing the cows, breeding the cows. When they stop breeding the cows, what will happen? There is no cow killing. I told, what is this logic? That means you want to eradicate the race of the cow itself. Why don't you think the same thing for the dog? Make all the dogs infertile. Then no question of any dog, no killing. So it is false logic, I told. So the very concept you have of animal husbandry, breeding, that is the problem. The problem is not with the milk and all. If you go by your logic, then you are a failure. You want to eradicate the whole species itself. I told, the concept is that when you take milk, actually the farmer feels that I need to have more cows, I need to protect the cows. And when the cow stops giving milk, you still take the protect the cow by taking the gobar, that is the cow dung. From the cow dung you use for fertilizer. You use for cow dung for making medicines. You take the cow urine and make medicines, by which the farmer feels the cow is still surviving, still giving money after stopping milk also. To consider cow only for milk, that is a problem. Why cow slaughter is happening is because we consider cow is only for milk. When the farmer feels that the cow is giving me money even after stopping giving milk, because it is giving me gobar, it is giving me gomutra. He has started a goshala, and I know many goshalas which have been started, which are running in profit if it is properly managed. And 10 farmers I know, we are taking gomutra, we are taking gobar from them, and they are not giving the cow for the slaughter. So the solution to the problem is not in not taking milk, rather to educate people cow is not just for milk. So I explained to them in a very elaborate way for about an hour or so. They were completely convinced about it. I am just giving you the gist of what I have spoken to them and what we are preaching here to the farmers in the villages and all. And we are making goshalas we are into. Personally, I'm into establishing a factory of making medicines of the cows and all these things, encouraging farmers and village preaching and all these things. So their idea of vegan is only it's illogical. That is what we need to explain to them.
Yes, Prabhuji, very nice explanation, but still, they were very nice people. I have never seen people like this in America, because always they make the argument, where do you get your proteins? And people are like, they means different means there are some restaurants also in the city that they serve the vegan food, and they have they serve the substitute of meat and everything means like vegetarian. How you can go for vegetarian and like that. So it was nice, Prabhuji. Only part like the main part was, but very nice explanation, Prabhuji. I have never heard that before. It's like yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And very nice explanation about Gopashtami, means why Krishna is protecting cows. So thank you so much.
Sure.
Anybody has any question or comments for Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I missed a little part of your class. It was very beautiful session. I did have a question, and I don't know if you covered it during when I missed the call. But how do we? So you said we have to become a devotee of Krishna. We have to become a devotee of the cow. So how do we express devotion to the cow?
Very good. Very nice question. When we express our devotion to mother, how do you express devotion to mother? You have your mother, and you have children, maybe. Then your children may be loving the mother. Mother loves the child. That is how you express. Cow is non-different from mother. She is actually mother. If you have lived in the village, you will understand this statement. And since many of you, I can say, because I am a villager, I am from a village, I know cows are very difficult to understand this point. And now, being in a city and never been with the cows, how do we express our affection? Practically, what we can do at present is start using the cow products. Like we use soap. It has got cow fat in it, 100%. Animal fat is there in that. Now we are producing angarag. Angarag means made of mud and cow gobar. Now using that means actually you are making your mother take care of you. Like mother took care of us. The same cow is present in the form of gobar. It is use that gobar in your daily life. We use toothpaste. What is this toothpaste? Whether they put this in the paper or not, in the packet or not, it 100% has got cow bone in it. Without that, you will not get toothpaste. So use Dant Manjan, which has been made of the cow dung cake. When it is burnt, the charcoal becomes. Put some masala in it. We are promoting it. I don't know whether it's being sold in America or not. If you want, I can send a few of them. You can use that. Start using that. So when you start using these cow products, that is the time we feel the mother's touch on our body, mother's touch on our consciousness. If you get Deshi cow milk, very good. Deshi cow ghee. Deshi cow ghee is very expensive. But now I have encouraged 100 families to use only Deshi cow ghee, even though it is very expensive. So, like when we are in hostel, we are craving for mother's food. When we are in hostel, one small bottle of achar, we used to preserve it like more precious than gold. Even one small bit was enough, because we used to feel the presence of mother in the form of achar, in the form of some eatables which you should send to our hostel for 4 or 5. We stay in a hostel, far from mother cow. How can we be in touch with mother cow? How can we feel the care? By using these products. Now, by using these products, every product we purchase, you are saving 1 drop of cow blood falling onto the ground. How you say? There is a tremendous demand for cow blood in cosmetic industry, cow fats in cosmetic industry, in allopathic medicines. The cow is for meat. Meat is very cheap. That is the throwaway. It is a secondary product. The primary product is the blood. Primary product is the leather. Any bag which is made up of leather, cow leather, you take any other animal's leather, the cow's leather bag or the shoe or whatever it may be, it is 10 times more expensive. And that to indigenous cow, not the cows. Here, the cow slaughter is being patronized by the government because so now when you stop using these cow products which are coming by killing the cow, that is ghee. So the farmer, when you use cow and related product, cow urine related products, the farmer gets money. So he will not sell the cow to the slaughterhouse. So you are expressing your devotion to the cow by using this products because you are in a city. Of course, if you are in a village, there are so many other ways. You can personally feed the cow, you take care of the cow, you can actually take bath in the cow urine, you can do so many wonderful things. You can just keep cows with you and then take the dust every day. You can directly drink milk with the cow's udder. I lived my life like that in my childhood. I always tell when it is just because they are just misused, abused their body by eating all kinds of nonsense. Use cow, that is the only way you can serve the cow. Of course, the second thing is you can go donate something for the Goshala, or if you are having some land in America, try to get some cows and then take care of the cows. I don't know, it's not what. You can donate for the Goshala, but that donation also I discourage. Better take cow products, use cow products, sell cow products, encourage everybody to use cow products. And that is the only way we can express our devotion to Mother Cow.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So I just have one follow-up question. So you said you get tooth powder. Is that made of cow dung or?
Since you're asking this question, we
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, sorry.
Hare Krishna, you're able to hear?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, my mouth has become very fresh. By putting some fragrance from outside, that is not going to make our mouth fresh, because the mouth has got some toxins in it, and it's got some kind of a badbu in it, and it's got some odor in it, bad odor in it. That can be by putting charcoal. You use filter in your house, water filter. What does water filter contain? Carbon is charcoal. Carbon. Because it is a charcoal's natural tendency. Natural tendency of the charcoal or the carbon is to remove bad odor. You have charcoal. It is actually carbon. So
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Your voice is breaking up.
Prabhuji, from your side, connection is not good. Are you using Wi-Fi?
I am using Wi-Fi now. Maybe some connection is some. Now you're able to hear? Hari Bol.
Yes, Prabhu, now.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, this is when you have cotton cake, you burn it, that becomes charcoal, becomes carbon. Put some Ayurvedic into it.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, we cannot hear you. Your voice is breaking, Prabhu. Your voice is breaking.
I am able to hear your voice clear and hear it also very perfect. Why is it happening like that?
Now is okay. Before when
You're able to hear now?
Lalitangi Mataji, can you connect Prabhuji through phone?
Can you send his number to me?
I already did, Mataji. You check your WhatsApp.
Yeah, I'm connecting. So Prabhuji, you can disconnect and I will connect you now.
Yes.
Mataji will call you, Prabhuji, on direct phone. Hare Krishna Mataji. I don't know what happened. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but is it audible?
No, we cannot hear Prabhuji.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah.
are you there now? Mataji, can you hear Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna.
Shama,
Hare Krishna.
are we online?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you have this cowden cakes and you burn this cowden cakes, you get the charcoal. In the charcoal, you put some edible camphor, some lavang, and some different Ayurvedic herbs in it. That becomes the tooth powder. And with the tooth powder, you have, Krishna has given a natural brush to you, that is the middle finger. With that finger, what you're supposed to do is you have to massage the gums, not brush the teeth. Massage the gums. When you massage the gums, the blood circulation near the root of the tooth, that becomes very nice. Because the blood circulation is very nice, the tooth becomes very strong and doesn't decay. So this is the thing which is mentioned in the Ayurveda. So this is how the tooth powder is made. And there's angara, the body, you can just the powder with the cow dung and mud, multani mitti. These days they take so many thousands of rupees for taking mud bath. But you can have it every day in your house. Mud bath is what? You mud and cow dung, like that cow urine. It actually, when you're talking about prana, Joe Maharaj, prana, it actually makes life very energetic. It is there in the cow urine. It is not different from Ganga. So this is how there are so many wonderful products which can be used every day in your house. Got it.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Very nicely explained. I didn't even know. We have never seen tooth powder.
I'll send you a few packets so you can just WhatsApp your address. I can post you. You can try out.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Lalitangi Mataji, you had some questions, right?
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nice class. So, Prabhuji, we are a handful of people talking about the cows and how we worship the cows. And the other day, I had gone out to the doctor's office, and there are bunches of magazines for Thanksgiving dinner. And when you open them, we can't even see that, the advertisement with all cow flesh and other things. So it's so mind-boggling, like how huge is that? What's the huge number of population that they are killing the cows and they have no this sense. And then when we see the magazine itself, any sane person would cry because it's such a violence there. But then, this country's civilization is such that they see it only as food, and then generation after generation it is passed like that. So I'm wondering, where is the point to start? And
Already started. We just have to practice it ourselves. Then we can talk about these things. Personally speaking, I found a lot of people took up Krishna consciousness because I spoke to them about health and how the cow can help you in your health. Because spirituality is very far thing for them. Health is a very immediate concern. If you're able to show to them that your health concerns can be addressed by cow therapy, then you can talk to them about Krishna also, and then they become devotees. I know at least about 5 families who became Krishna conscious in the last couple of years, and they all came to our cow seminar, cow protection seminar. Here in America, Damodar Dalal Prabhu went along with, he also came, and also there was a big conference, Subramanya Swami and national conference. They only spoke about cow. And so many Americans were also there, not only just the Indians, the Americans. Many Americans were also there appreciating that. So Prabhupada already started it. If you just type cow, Just see how many times you have spoken about cow. 10 number of times. It's already started. We just have to take it up and then go ahead with the movement. That's all.
Yeah, so thank you, Prabhu. In summary, like we have to use cow products, and then
yes.
That's the start that we practice. Charity begins at home first. And,
yes.
Address the cow as health reasons in the to attract the people to follow Krishna consciousness. Yeah, these two are very
yes. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay. We can end the call now.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Every second of your class was very engaging. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful session. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Yes, Prabhuji, if no one has any question or comments, we can now. Let's pay our obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubheva patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinda ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.